And I got these plans. I'ma be goddamn, I don't see these through, you don't understand.
Welcome back to the Sunday Night Nut Pod.
To the Sunday Night Nut Pod. We are your hosts, Backpack Zach, Satchel Maggie.
Yeah, Satchel Maggie. And
I just went with that. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
It was a one-time joke.
They know. They know the lore. But this is our last podcast in this stew.
Facts, dude. It's on to the next one. On to the next scene, which we're not even sure yet where it's going to be.
Yeah.
But, that's part of the adventure and the reason why we love to be outside.
Yeah, it's fun, but it's fun and exciting, but it's also sad. But, all change is sad, so.
Yeah. It sucks that, the truth is this space is just so us.
Yeah.
Even this wall.
Yeah.
So, fuck, man. But
we made it.
It served its purpose, yeah. I think, fuck, man, when you think about, a year ago, how far we've come, it's insane.
It's so weird.
I have, a completely different person, and I'm not just saying that.
Yeah.
I really...
No,
people say that, and it's okay.
Okay, come on. You got a new tattoo.
It's we get it. You went through a breakup.
Yeah. No, but yeah.
But no, I went through a breakup.
I was really into it.
I know, I didn't mean to. I was trying to turn it down.
Yeah, but I actually did get a new tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh, but I can't show it, so I shouldn't have even brought it up, but...
Yeah, damn.
But anyway, it's of a pirate ship.
Yeah, Mad Luffy vibes, no cap.
Yeah.
It was tight.
And then shortly after, I met someone who owns a boat, and he took me sailing.
To go sailing.
So I manifested that shit.
Yeah, that's true.
With my boat.
I like boats, and the guy's like, I have a boat, and you're like...
Yeah, and I was like, no, I have a boat tattoo, and he was like, you're perfect.
You won't believe it. You won't believe it. I know just, dude, that guy, you gotta give it to him.
Yeah.
He was like, oh my God.
He was like, it's fake.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, a lot of new shit. We're moving. The lease is up onto a new chapter. I'm really excited, man. I know you are too.
Yeah.
It's just very good things in the future. BPZ is in the midst of a rebrand, as we all know. The album and the track list is done. I have a couple things to mix, but
that's
done.
Really exciting.
Yeah.
Big drops.
I'm just gonna stay really calm with it until I'm not calm with it anymore. And But on to more exciting news.
What?
We have finished Attack on Titan.
I was hoping that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we finished.
It's done. And Maggie's rewatching it, obviously, as it goes.
Right away.
When you finish Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
But, come on, Maggie, go ahead.
Yeah, there's just so much. There's so much. First, that ending was these days I feel like you watch a show or a movie and you're kind of wait, but what about that? And you're like, I don't know. But with Attack, the way it ended, you were yes.
Yeah.
That was an ending. I understand everything. And then there's so much to still go over and discuss, which is what you want in a show.
Yeah.
You can talk and debate, but it's not the show purposely left a plot off
Yes.
into the wind to interpret.
I know. I really do hate that.
It is an amazing story.
It's the best story ever.
No, it is. It really is.
I know. There's no way that it's not.
Yeah.
Every single nook and cranny of that story, that in story terms, that story is a clean room.
Yeah.
That's fucking spotless and white.
Story. Yeah, no. Yeah.
With honestly, bro, that's why it's just so crazy that episode is to you in 2,000 years.
Yeah. every time you like say something that like connects to the beginning, it makes me like have like a lump in my throat. Like I want to cry.
I know, you're like, oh my god, even then?
It's because like
It all started.
it's because you just love Aaron, and you just can't help it. You just love him like he's your own son.
Yeah, you're like, you little fuck.
And it's just something about, I mean, he had the scene with like him and Armin at the end. Like, if that scene wasn't in there, I would not be happy with the ending.
I know,
at
same.
all.
100%.
Like
That made
scene,
everything. And then even
Yeah.
the fact that Aaron told him way before, like when he's on the boat,
Yeah.
that made it way better for me too, you know, for some reason. Because he's like, dude, like Aaron, even though he's the fucking, you know, founder and he has like all of humanity like running through his fucking eyes like right now, he's still like, no, Armin is my friend, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta tell him.
And I remember at the beginning of the episode prior when they showed Armin on the boat, like when they had that conversation.
Yeah, it just starts.
It
and
was
he's
like, it was him, it was young Aaron being like, we gotta go here, we gotta go here. And then he's like, come on, Armin. And then he looked back and it was like adult Armin. So I like to think that he was also, why did it creak? He was also like showing Armin like his memories with him.
yeah.
Like, because, you know, there's no time in there.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like,
No, that is.
he
Yeah.
was like showing him like,
I think it was like, because then after that, remember when it starts out, he's like, dude, let's go see it. And then they're
Yeah.
like in the lava.
yeah.
And I'm like, wow, it's really flowing. Like the fire is flowing.
They're like, that is fiery water.
Yeah, they're like, that's insane, man. What the fuck? Because, dude, at the end of the day, bro, this is the thing that's really, I think one of the best things about Attack on Titan is what it says about humanity
Yeah, for sure.
at its core, which is insane that you had such a complex story and that was the main point. Such a complex point, you know? It's like humans don't make any fucking sense. We have no rhyme or reason. Sometimes
Yeah.
we just do things because we feel it and we're wrong and we feel awful about it after, and then we fucking do some other shit that's dumb.
Yeah.
And that's humans. Nobody fucking does that in the story. Every story, he did this wrong, so then he did this right.
You're either a good guy or a bad guy.
Yeah,
And
it's
you're
not
like,
people like, I don't know. I didn't fucking know.
Yeah.
I was just trying, bro. This is fucked up. Is it
and then-
not?
Yeah, and then the audience is like, like, wait, do we support him or not? It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you can't support him all the way, dude. But
Yeah.
you really can't not support him to an extent.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And that's why, though, the biggest thing about all of it is, like, what it says about humans is that, like, that's why I thought it was so interesting when you were like, when the rumbling started, you were like, I mean, he has to. Like,
Yeah.
he fucking has to. They're going to kill him.
Yeah.
Otherwise. And I'm like, yeah,
but
but...
does he need to kill him?
Yeah, but I'm like, but
I was like,
there's
but
a ton of people.
I was seeing it like a Jaegerist at that point because I was like,
'Cause,
they
dude-
would have had no problem like wiping out everyone in Parody, like just extermination. And it's like, so why would you just roll over and die? And then like that's what Jean said to them when they were like eating the soup.
Yeah.
He was like, wait, so you're mad at us because we didn't let you kill all of us? Like we didn't just sit there and take it?
Yeah.
And then they were kind of like, wait, like when you put it like that, and it's true, but like, and that's why it kind of makes sense because you're like, Aaron, I get it, like you had to do that, but like they also had to stop you, and they can also see why you did it.
Yeah.
It's like it all makes like, and Aaron knew they were gonna stop him, and he wanted them to, so it's kind of like, okay, you're kind of valid. Like, I mean, 80%, that was crazy. That was too much.
Yeah, 80%.
But they should have stopped him sooner. but he was kind of like, dude, I'm not. I have to defend us. We have the power to. I'm going to do it. You guys are pretty strong. Try to stop me. Because everyone shouldn't die. But I'm
Yeah.
going to try. So
Yeah.
it's like,
He's like, hopefully you guys can kill me.
yeah, you're like, I kind of am with Aaron in
Yeah.
every way.
I know. He's like, hopefully you kill me. Come on, hurry up. I'm gonna keep fighting, bro. You know me.
Yeah.
He's like, you know me, dog.
And then they're kind of like, wait, he wants him to stop us. And then they try, and he's like, fuck you guys. And they're like, wait, he's not letting us win.
Hey, it's like, don't you guys like to fight?
Yeah, like, he didn't give it to them.
Yeah, I know, cuz that's the other thing. That's who Eren was at his core. And that's another thing that, like, I think what's really, what I think about a lot with Attack on Titan is that episode Bystander. I'm not kidding. Every time I watch that one, it grows on me.
What episode was that?
Bystander is the one about Keith Shadis. And when, like, it shows everything. And when he gave up being a commander, and then when he found Grisha outside of the walls, and he's like, the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
He just, like, sees this random dude. He's like, you don't have any fucking weapons? Like, how the fuck did you get here, bro?
Wait, how? Oh, because he was a Titan.
Yeah,
Okay.
he just turned back, and then he's like,
yeah.
what happened? Because it was probably his first time transforming, so he literally probably doesn't remember.
Yeah.
And because it just wipes their memory out most of the time. So he just ran his ass over, and then, like, just appeared in a random place. And Keith Shadis was like, oh my god, hey. And so he was, like, a key part in all of this. Like, he was relevant to the story, but, like, barely. And then, like, in real life, there are people like Eren, you know, who just go. They're like, no, I'm going to do this. Yeah. And they don't care about anything else. And people respect him or hate him. But, like, it's like a Dana White. Dana White is, like, a very, I don't know. I like him a lot, but, like, he does crazy. He's just, like, polarizing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he's the guy who founded the UFC.
Oh.
And he's like, you know, the UFC players don't get paid a lot. At the same time, Conor McGregor is one of the richest athletes ever because of how famous the UFC made him. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. But Dana White just goes and he's a business shark, you know? And he just does whatever the fuck he wants. Like, he was on a podcast, Howie Mandel's podcast the other day. And Howie Mandel's like, dude, it's such an honor to have you here. Like, seriously, Dana White, guys, like, he's a fucking legend, bro. He founded the UFC. Like, damn, I feel so blessed to be sitting next to you, man. Go ahead. And he's like, dude, honestly, man, like, thank you so much for your kind words. I've done so many podcasts, bro. I hate podcasts. I'll never do a podcast again. Like, actually. He's like, fuck this shit. And he, like, walks up. Yeah, he literally just dipped. And Howie Mandel's like,
he posted it still?
Yeah. It's like a 30-second clip. Like I think that was the whole thing. He's just like, oh, damn, for real? And he's like, yeah, I'm not fucking doing this shit. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, it's Dana White, bro. Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah. And Eren, like, he took only L's. Except for that one win. Like, the entire time. And I remember halfway through, I was like, dude, before we even knew that, like, Reiner and Bertolt were, like, those Titans, and he was fighting them, I was like, is Eren ever gonna take a W? And you were like, I know, right? Like, I was literally like,
that's the point.
I was like, can he win once? And, like, the thing is, he keeps making the speech where you're like, this is like that moment in anime where they fucking, like, rise up.
Yeah.
Like, he would give the speech, the music would start, and you're like, Eren's about to
Get
beat
his
this
ass.
Titan.
Yeah.
And then
it's
he
like,
just gets his ass beat.
Yep.
And you're
the
like,
closest one, I swear, the one that I always remember, I was like, all right, what the fuck is going on with this show? Is when he is wrestling Reiner underneath the wall.
That was it.
And then he's like, no, you can't fucking get out. He's like, you're stronger than me, bitch, and you're better than me. I know you are, but I have this one fucking fight because I try so goddamn hard. Yeah. And then they're like, no.
Yeah,
they're like, no. Nice try, bitch. You weren't even that fucking close, though, honestly.
It's tough. And then also, like, Levi, like, this, just gotta say, there was that whole thing between Zeke and Levi all the time.
Yeah.
And then, like, Levi ends up killing him. But it wasn't what I wanted. I wanted him killing him in his Beast Titan form. Like, full try.
Dude, here's the thing, bro. Now 3 times. I guess maybe 2 arguably. But 3 times Levi has taken down the Beast Titan by himself.
Yeah, but like...
But it's like, come on.
Like, we know he...
You know what I mean?
But he didn't kill him.
Dude, you can rewatch season 3, and it's equally satisfying every time, I promise.
Even though he...
What's wrong? Not having so much fun anymore?
No, like, it's great.
And the episode before was Perfect Game.
Yeah. No, they're so good, but like, I just wanted him to really like kill him.
I know, I feel you. But I think they wanted you to get that satisfaction when like Zeke suddenly becomes content with life in a way that he's like, oh my god, the sun is shining. It's amazing out here. I should have like been paying closer attention to that.
Yeah, he went out peacefully.
Yeah, like, but I think he did have that moment of like, oh damn, I kind of wasted my whole shit. He never really had a chance, to be fair. That's what happens when parents push political agendas on kids, period. You know?
Yeah.
But, and that's so like, you know, it's such a huge like, they're like, dude, this is what some of y'all are doing to your kids.
And then you're like, and then you could be like, well, don't make parents the bad guys for doing that. And it's like, we didn't. Like, Grisha did this. Like,
yeah.
Hey, he did that. We're not saying he's like the enemy, but like, he did do that, but he also did this.
Yeah.
And like, that's how every character is. Yeah. You're like waiting for it to be like, also Aaron's dad was a piece of shit. And then you're like, well, no, because then he...
Yeah, exactly.
You're like trying to like...
Then you're like, fuck, he's just a human.
Yeah, you're like waiting for the moment where you can decide like, no, he's the good guy.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the bad guy, but you're like, okay.
It's just a bunch of people doing shit.
Yeah, literally.
That's what it is. It's a clusterfuck. And that's why it's so good.
Yeah.
But then, so when you think about it like that, and then you still make such relevant moments in the story, like Marco, and like, fucking Erwin's death, and like, it's just like, dude, that's incredible, because that's how you know that. And like, honestly, one of my favorite times ever is the time where Mikasa's just like, thanks for always wrapping my scarf, and then he's like, Mikasa, I will always wrap your scarf. And then he just like turns around to the Titan, and he's just like, fuck you! He's just like, hands up, and it's like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, it's so hard, bro. That scene is incredible.
That one is so good.
And the sun is setting, you know, it's all like orange.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, everything in that show is picture perfect. I'm not fucking joking. That's why when people are like, oh, yeah, I like some anime, I'm like, dude, I like a lot of anime too. I've watched a lot of anime. You know I have. I've watched Bleach in entirety. Bleach is a great story. Hunter x Hunter is a great story. Damn, I'm really blanking on one that I love. I can't think of it. Oh, honestly, Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer is pretty fire in Japanese.
It is.
I can't do it
in dub. You just can't. Attack on Titan is just like different.
That's what I'm saying. It's like cannot hold a candle to anything, and that's the thing too. If you look up like episodes of all time in like shows that have the greatest rating, Attack on Titan has the best overall rating of an episode ever.
What episode?
It was like. It was episode 5. It was the Warhammer Titan. That was like a 9.9 out of 10. It's like the third episode that's ever gotten anything like that. And then there was a couple episodes in season 4 because as the people were really realizing how it's unfolding, and they're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, that's in season 4 is when it's like, oh my fucking god, they thought of everything.
Yeah.
They thought of everything. Every single thing that they did in the beginning was all intentional for season 4.
Yeah.
And so then once you watch it, it's honestly meant to be watched like Aaron, bro. Like when you know everything in the past and then you watch it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's insane, like, because it's like little shit like Rhina and Ymir. I'm telling you, bro, because when I was watching it, it was in season 2, bro. This shit had not come out, bro. We've never heard of him. A Marlian. And so when Raina and Ymir is like...
We didn't even know it was going to be, like, the best show ever.
Yeah, we were just like, damn, this is crazy. These motherfuckers are like...
So
that's why else it's like, it's so hard for us to not be a Jaegerist. Because it's like, no. We've been in the trenches with them since 2018. We've been fighting this war, this hopeless war. This whole time we've been like, no way. No fucking way. And then you get to the end and you're like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, how do I feel remorse for these fucking people? I feel remorse for them.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, and like the fact that like the Titans, it starts off where it's just like, we hate the Titans.
Yeah, you're like, it's just born ignorance.
And then you like find out about them and you're like, that hurts.
They're just people.
And it's like, it's not even satisfying now looking back to when like we killed all those Titans.
Yeah,
it's just
like,
kind of sad.
Yeah, it's like they were doomed.
It's just kind of a shame all around. Like,
yeah, I will say this: the manga geeks. No offense to my manga readers. There's a few changes in the ending. I've heard, and they don't like it. Like one is
the
that
manga
like
readers.
yeah.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure none of them got actually changed into pure Titans on that cliff.
Oh, that's not the worst thing that could happen.
I know, I kind of liked it. And then I liked it more that they got changed back.
I don't want it to be a huge change.
Yeah, there was a couple others. I can't remember for sure, but...
Yeah, that was a really sad moment when that happened. I was like, I can't even look. I don't want to see Jean as a Titan.
I know, right?
Like, I don't even want to see it.
Same.
Like, kill him.
I know, it was like...
I can't see, like, this amazing character, like, just dumb.
Straight up. John does, honestly, like, for me, I was always like, John's kind of a prick. I'm not gonna lie. I was always like, he's just kind of an asshole. But, like, the second watch, I was like, actually, he's my favorite character.
Really?
Because he's the most consistent. He's the most consistent.
I feel like I was like thinking back, I feel like some of the like little things you said like made me biased. But when you're saying about John, because I remember when they first introduced him, it was, the subtitle said John, like John.
Yeah.
And you were like, what? And you were like getting all riled up about it, and I was like, and that made me wonder, like, so who is this guy? Because I was like, obviously, like, you're putting so much respect on his name.
Yeah, it's true. And it's hard in the beginning. You're just like, all these people.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, there's that dude with, like, the pink hair. And then you were like, no, it's Jean. Like, I was like, okay, I feel like this guy is, like, important. And then, like, the first time they showed Levi, I remember you said, this guy's sick. And then I was like, okay. And, like, so I always just was like, Levi. But, like, I'm curious to see what I would have thought of Levi if you didn't say he's sick.
Oh, you will.
I would have loved him.
Yeah.
Because, like, he's like, usually my favorite type
he's
of
the
character.
fucking dude, yeah.
But, like, and I just ordered a crew neck with Levi on it, and I'm so hyped.
Levi is so fucking dope, dude. And that's why also, bro, you should low-key watch that spin-off. I think it's on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Because it's, like, about Levi and Erwin and all them, like, training Hanji. And it's tight, dude.
I like how some of them were just, like, soldiers. Like, they really died with their fellow soldiers. Like, even though they were, like, not literally, but even though they were, like, oh, now everything's changed. Now we're, like, stopping Eren. Whoa, when we joined, like, we didn't think we were going to be doing this. Like, we just wanted to kill Titans. But, like, they still went out, like, with the scouts. Like, they saw the scouts of the past. It was, like, John, Connie, Hanji, and Levi all were just, like, about the scouts forever.
Yeah.
And, like, Eren and Armin and Mikasa, like, they were...
About themselves.
Yeah,
like, they were about each other.
Yeah. That they were in, like, a tighter pack.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the other people were just, like, still riding for the scouts, even though everything the scouts died for had changed.
Yeah.
They were like, no, it's still the same. Like,
yeah, it's like, we would all still do this.
yeah. It was just done like so good. Like,
yeah, the scouts are dope as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Like the scout regiment goes crazy, bro. Like, because when you think about like what they are designed for, is just sick.
yeah.
Like it's just like they're just the ballsiest people. Like
No,
they're like, we gotta
it's
fucking do
crazy.
something.
Yeah,
We can't just fucking sit
They're
here,
like,
bro.
so we're here, and they're like this big. Like, what are we gonna do? Oh, let's like develop technology so we can fucking swing around and hit them in like only
Sick
the
as
back of the
fuck,
neck.
dude.
Like,
Yeah, like-
and they became so good at it.
And that's the thing, yeah. See, that's the thing that like I also like about Attack on Titan, honestly, is that is such a like interesting plot, you know, and like to design ODM gear, like it's just like what the fuck, like
Yeah. And it's almost as if like it's a real thing. Like you can tell they went on the side and were like, okay, so what really is the ODM gear? And they like figured it all out.
Yeah.
So it needs fuel, the blades, like you feel like it's a real thing. Like it's believable.
for real.
It's not just like, oh, they do this.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, sure, it's like a magic, and then you know,
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
like, oh, and at the end it's magic or whatever. But honestly, though, all in all, the
And I
fucking
knew
show
Aaron
is-
and Mikasa were in love. And
Yeah.
you gaslit me.
I didn't gaslight you. I just didn't give it away.
Yeah, but I definitely, the way you reacted about it, I definitely thought that like that wasn't a thing.
Cause that's how I felt.
Yeah, so then I was like, okay, no, like they're just like, and even when that night in Marley that like they talk about in the cabin scene, where he was like, Mikasa, like, why do you protect me? Like, what am I to you?
Yeah.
And then she's like, you're like family. Even then, I didn't think they were in love.
No, you can tell.
I didn't think though. I thought he was just trying to like shit on her again because he was like, you're just a slave.
I guess the second time I saw it, I was like, oh.
Yeah, I didn't think they were still romantic until that scene. No, until she kissed him. I didn't realize.
I know, right?
Like, even when they were at the cabin.
At the cabin,
talking,
yeah,
it
you're
was
just like, oh,
it was
they just like each other.
This is like, yeah, I was like, they're just besties.
Yeah, I know. They should have made it more obvious.
But now it's like, alright, I knew it. Like, I knew it, but you guys made me think it wasn't a thing.
It's
I
really
really said, like, the first time we talked about it on here, like, I'm here for the slow burn of Eren and Mikasa, and you're like, no. Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
That was satisfying, too,
yeah.
that was what it was.
It's
But
a really
we
sad
wanted to
story.
see Armin and Annie
Yeah.
confess their love.
We did all want that.
Yeah.
That was our only
That's
thing.
the one thing.
Again, they should have at least made it obvious that they like look at each other and they're like,
Well, they did in like the scenes where like she came back and he was like, and she was like,
yeah.
but it's like
No, but like after
the ending. I wanted
yeah,
like
when the
a
Titans are
hug.
gone and
Maybe they held hands walking into like I don't know. Give us something
put a hand on a hand type shit.
Yeah,
Like something,
yeah.
bruh.
that they were like close.
Yeah.
But you know what? Really, like this is really sad. You know when Armin's like, we were racing up the hill and he's like, I was last, of course. And then like someone like pinned this on like something, Twitter maybe. And it was like the ending scene where like they're going to visit Eren and like Mikasa's there. She's there with someone else. Blah, blah, blah. It's like Mikasa stops coming. It makes me want to cry. Mikasa stops coming and then Armin is like the last one there visiting Eren. So it's like he was the last, like he lived the longest. And it's like, imagine being in that world by yourself. Like without the two people that like...
I know. And it had to be Armin.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, Armin. Like it hurts.
I know. Because it's also like Armin, like, you know, Mikasa and Eren always had that like super special relationship.
Yeah.
And Armin was just like, oh, they let me hang around.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And they were like, no, Armin, we fucking love you, bro. And he's like, oh, you guys let me hang around.
Yeah.
You know, like he was
Yeah.
just like, nice.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, stop.
Yeah, he's like, anyways,
Yeah. Like,
you guys are really cool.
yeah.
Like,
And then for him to just be like,
yeah, he's like, I put him on. Like, we were all boys.
Yeah. And then, like, I
No.
mean, that quote where he's like, I was thinking, like, maybe I was made just to race up this hill. And it really puts in perspective, like, those moments in life.
Yeah, but
like,
it's
that
like-
is the meaning of life.
Exactly.
Like, those little moments where you're like, nice. Like, when you're driving home and there's a sunset and you're like, dude.
Yeah, you're like, it's really cool on this earth. You know?
Yeah, like that's the purpose.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's just to be like looking up and being like,
Yeah.
breathing, living, oxygen, amazing.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's what it's all about, dude. But honestly, me as a toxic male,
As a self-proclaimed toxic
as a
male.
self-proclaimed toxic male / narcissist, I really, like, it makes me really sad when, like, Aaron does all this shit and he's like, oh yeah, like, because it would have never worked, bro. I have to die. Don't you understand? Like, it doesn't work. And so it would just easier if she just leaves. And then he's like, so what? You're just gonna fucking leave her in the dark, like, never fucking tell her, like, anything? Like, and she's just gonna move on. And then Armin, like, drops him.
Yeah.
And then he's just sitting there and he's like, I don't want her to ever move on, bro.
Yeah.
I want her to only care about me when I'm gone forever. For at least 10 years.
Yeah.
For at least 10 years, bro.
Yeah.
I want to leave a mark.
And he's like, I want her to be happy with someone.
Yeah,
and
but
Armin's like, how can you say that? And he's like, I'm lying.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want anyone. I want it to be just me. I just
Yeah.
want her to be hopelessly in love with me.
Yeah.
Forever. Like, and then, like, I'll be gone, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, that's true.
Yeah. But then it makes you so sad that he would never. And then I think it's also sad that, like, Mikasa, when she sees the ideal Aaron, he has short hair still.
Yeah.
He's just, like, grown up with short hair.
It's so sad. It's just like
Mikasa's
the
like,
little things.
You shouldn't have cut your hair, bro.
Yeah.
Or she's like, she shouldn't have grown it out, dude. Ever since you started growing it out, you just started acting weird, bro. And I
Yeah.
fucked with you when you had short hair, man.
And she had longer hair.
Yep.
What is that all about?
Because she's like, if everything's different, everything's fucking different than Aaron.
Yeah.
You want long hair so bad? I have short hair. Yeah.
That's why she cut it.
Yeah.
You're like,
She's like, I don't know what you're doing.
wait,
It's so
you know
funny.
what I also remember, like, in season 1 when they first started, like, trying to join the scouts and Aaron was like, you're never gonna be good with, like, your hair's gonna get in the way, like, you'll never be as good, and she's like, then I'll cut it. So it's kind of like she was like, fuck you, I'll cut my hair.
Yeah, she's like, I never fucking cared about my long hair. Dude. I only cared about you, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But it's like,
sucked.
dude, that's the thing, is like, when you think about it, like, Aaron wants to be free so bad. That's all he wants, freedom. And
Yeah.
Mikasa is like,
She's just like a
but wait.
symbol of, yeah.
Yeah, she's like, but wait. And he's like, no, I want to be free. That's all I fucking want.
Yeah.
That's all I want. Can you love me and I be free or no? And it's
Yeah.
like, no.
I love that when his dad is like, when Grisha's like, I'm just gonna like let my son do whatever he wants to do, and then Aaron's like, I wanna go out, I wanna fight, I don't care if it's dangerous, I wanna, and then he's kind of like, oh, come on, I have no choice but to put this kid on, like I said I was gonna let him be who he wants to be, but like he is
What I wanted Zeke.
yeah, like
Exactly.
he just was.
He was what he wanted Zeke to be, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
like he was basically, well, he was because he knew everything, but he was basically like, Dad, like, give me the key.
I know.
I mean, he really was.
At that point, yeah, when he was a kid.
Yeah, like even
He was
if
like, "I don't
Grisha
care
was
if
like,
I
I'm
die."
not gonna do it, he had no choice.
Yeah.
With who Aaron was.
Exactly. That's why when you see him, he's like,
Yeah.
and then Carla's like, aren't you going to talk him out of it? And he's like, he's a boy.
He's like, I don't think I will.
Yeah. But that's in truth, what it also says about humanity, like in general, is that humans find a way. Throughout history, curiosity is like a driving factor in humans.
Yeah.
We're like, what is that? Why? You know? That's just like what humans do. And so then we're like, wait, we're in these walls? Why?
Yeah.
Like, you can erase the brains and, like, be like, yeah, we'll just live here in peace. But it's like, someone's going to be like, wait a minute.
Yeah. And some people are going to be like, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Most people. That's why it's crazy that, like, and then, like, you think about Ervin as a kid, and he's like,
Yeah.
probably people don't even give a shit about this shit. I'm just a 9-year-old. Hey, did you know my dad kind of thinks that there's, like, other people? And then your dad dies, and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Was that because of what I did? And so then you're like, wait a minute. No. This means everything to me.
Yeah.
Actually, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I know that there's other people now. Like, and that's the other thing too, is like conspiracies. Because conspiracies are almost always based on like something, you know? But
Yeah.
But the idea of a conspiracy theorist, like, they gave people that title so that it would discredit them. Like, it would discredit like real things.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like, the government created a conspiracy theorist. Because they were like, dude, this guy's conspiring. And he's like, what? Dude, no. Like, it was like Edward Snowden type shit. It was like the first Edward Snowden. Where he's like, no, I just caught you guys fucking us all over. And he's like, bro, he's conspiring.
Yeah.
And it was like, what? No, you're screwing everyone.
Yeah. It is
I'm just trying to
depressing
tell people. Yeah.
when you're like, oh, this is like exactly what we do as humans.
Yeah.
You're like, it's not even a little bit off. Everything that we've seen, we've done, it's still going on right now. Like, we're witnessing it live, and like, you can't like change.
Yeah.
Like, it will repeat, even when you're like, oh, back then this war happened, or back then like the Holocaust happened, and then you look up and you're like, oh my God, like,
It's still.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it's still fucked.
Like, it's not even like, oh, we used to like have slaves, and then it's like, but some people still do.
Yeah.
Like, when does it end?
Yeah. I know, it's true.
It's depressing.
It is. And then you look at Israel and Palestine. You know?
Literally.
I hate to do it, but like.
No, that's why it's just like shitty, dude. Because
Yeah.
it's.
But
like,
obviously, like, right now, I feel like we should. I'm down to just fucking say it. Like, the Gaza Strip is being genocided right now. It's like racially and religiously and government wise, but
Yeah.
like, it's genocide.
Yeah.
And like, the US funds it.
Yeah, we're on the wrong side.
Yeah. Not only do we, like, it's not like we give them a couple. Like, it's
Yeah.
billions of dollars. Billions and billions of dollars that are being dumped into that shit. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? Are we exterminating aliens? That's
No,
literally what we're doing.
It's just kind of like,
Imagine if Palestine had a fucking,
I wish they would release the Titans.
swear, just like chase some bitch into
I
a
get
tree. Chase the wrong bitch into a tree. You never fucking know.
But like, it's just like, it just sucks.
Yeah.
When you're little, I feel like bad stuff happens, and then your parents are like, but it's okay because like now it's like this.
Yeah, and you're
like
like,
9/11 happened, but now we are safe. And then
Yeah.
and then you grow up and you're like,
Wait,
no, it's
what the
just
fuck?
it's just shitty, and the people in charge are shitty, and we're just sitting in it.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great example because, like, dude, we were born you were born only a year before 9/11.
Yeah.
So, like, basically we grew up, like, as the, like, effects of 9/11 were happening, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, so, like, for most part, the traveling is normal. Like, we've always known this, like, high security. And
Yeah.
honestly, I don't mind it at all. Like, I've always said this, especially in America, bro. I like it. I'm
Yeah.
paranoid. I'm a paranoid motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm looking if you have guns, bro. I'm looking at everyone. Not just anyone, like, everyone.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's part of living here, dude. Like, honestly, I fucking look.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people have guns. You know?
You can't really be like peaceful
Peeping.
ever.
Yeah, I know,
Unless
right?
you're like in here right now.
Exactly.
You can't let your guard down outside.
Exactly. Outside, bro, you look over your fucking shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm in Santa Monica.
No matter how many people you're with, like,
yeah, I am looking around, bro. You are not gonna sneak up on me and do no funny shit.
Yeah.
I swear, not me. But you know, to each their own. But anyways, like on the other side of security, dude, there's no one with a gun.
Yeah, that is kind of a nice feeling for like the only place in the U.S.
Yeah, like no one has a gun, no one has a fucking bomb. It's nice. I'm not gonna lie. Like
that is true.
I like
it is a safe area. I just feel
I always love it, bro. Like I eat better. I'm not kidding. I'm scared, bro. I'm scared. I think it's because we grew up in Colorado.
Yeah, like the shootings were pretty bad.
Yeah. Like all the time, I was just like,
shootings were there, yeah.
If there was a shooting, what would I do? Like I was always thinking like that.
And I remember when it was like, oh, now we can't go to the movies without like being nervous now. Like everyone's nervous at the movies, but now it's like, dude, I can't walk out the front door without being nervous.
Yeah, like in public.
Like the movie, no different to me. And it used to be like, oh, I go to the movie, now I'm anxious.
Yeah.
No, I stay anxious.
Yeah, right? Like
I'm never not anxious about it.
Yeah, outside. I don't know. And that's the thing too, is like in Highlands Ranch I just felt better outside at a gas station, outside of Clock Tower. I'm like, this isn't dangerous, you know? Like you can actually feel it. You're like, no one's gonna run up on me.
I remember that's how I felt when I was in Rome, and we were in Rome and it was like 2 a.m. and we were on the streets and I was like, dude, we're in a foreign country right now and we're just girls with no one looking out for us. Why do I feel way safer here than I do in Denver? Like, it was weird just being like, wait, we're outside and like, I feel good. Like, like I feel like I don't have to look around right now. People in LA will kill you. Yeah. Now when I hear a ruckus, I don't say, calm down, it's okay. I say, I'm leaving. I don't care if I'm overreacting. For real. Like, sure, quiet your anxiety, but like, no. Yeah, exactly. Don't look to see what it is. The thing is that I've noticed over here, honestly, in LA, is people will not like wait to get their card pulled. Like in Highlands Ranch, people are like, let's see if they try me. Yeah. In LA, people are like, no, exactly. You might be trying me. Yeah. You know, like it doesn't even like take that much. Like people, and it's not just like people from Inglewood or Compton. Like everyone from LA is not to fuck with. Honestly, like they'll hit you in the mouth for talking crazy. Like honestly, people from the Valley. Even I've met like a lot of people from the Valley that they really are with the shits, you know? All right. Well, thank you all. We really gotta wrap it, but straight up. Thanks. This was just like the best topic. Yeah. AOT for life. Yeah. Well, we'll see you guys wherever we end up. Wherever we end up, we'll bring a camera. We'll bring a fucking microphone. We don't know what's gonna happen. And we'll let you know. All right. Bye. Bye. We are brother and sister.